Sean, Eric.
Sean, this is just unspeakable. It is just so unforgiving and so repulsive. The United Nations now says that children are being bought and sold by ISIS, that they're being crucified and even buried alive. This is the report issued today in Geneva by the Committee on the Rights of the Child. It says there's actually slave sex market shops where they actually have price tags on the heads of children, where they've used mentally challenged children as suicide bombers. And of course, if you're mentally challenged, you don't know what you're doing. They're as young as 8 years old, and there have been mass killings of children in Iraq, and the United Nations is calling for some action. Let me read you a quote from this astounding, horrible report. It says, quote, "There is a systematic killing of children belonging to religious and ethnic minorities by the so-called ISIL, including several cases of mass executions of boys, as well as reports of beheadings, crucifixions of children, and burying children alive. This includes deaths from dehydration, starvation, and heat. The high number of children who've been abducted by the so-called ISIL, many of whom are severely traumatized from witnessing the murder of their parents, are subjected to physical and sexual assault, systematically killed, tortured, raped, forced to convert to Islam by the so-called ISIL members, and the targets basically a lot of Yazidis and Christians, and that's what the UN says is going on right now.
This is evil in our time. This is modern-day Nazism on our time. Torture, beheading, execution, crucifixion, stoning victims, now burning victims. Now we're talking about sex trafficking and everything in between.
It just boggles the mind, the radical Islamic terrorism right there in front of our eyes.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, sir.